Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, January 6th. And this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. For the third time in the last 7 months, Flagler County Sheriff's deputies stopped a teenage girl from taking her own life. It happened Tuesday when the girl threatened to jump off the overpass at Palm Coast Parkway on I-95. The same girl tried to jump from the same place twice last summer, and both times deputies rescued her. Negotiators were brought in and held her hands as she made her way back to safety.
This is not the place to make the decision, though, okay? Can we come on the bridge and talk about it? Jumping off this bridge is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Okay? There's things that you can work through and get past this. But you'll never know if you don't try to come back over on this side, okay?
We got you.
They're just helping you down.
We got you.
Sheriff Rick Staley praised the deputies' work.
I want to commend our deputies for once again being able to de-escalate her and rescue her safely from the overpass, along with assistance from fire rescue. Together, everyone has done a phenomenal job.
She was placed under a Baker Act and taken to Halifax Health. If you know of someone needing help, log on to flaglerlifeline.org. There was a sewage spill in Palm Coast L section. Brittany Kershaw is the Director of Public Information and Engagement, and she says it happened on Laramie Drive, east of Lake Success Drive in the Matanzas Woods area.
The spill was caused by damage to the pipe, possibly due to construction going on in that area. They have contained the spill, and they have been cleaning up the wastewater spill. They're also repairing that pipe. So they've dug up the old pipe, they're replacing it with a new pipe, and they're working to clean up and decontaminate the area. Once they are done with the cleanup, they will put lime rock on top of the spill as part of the decontamination process.
The school bus stop at Laramie Drive and Lake Success Drive is not impacted, nor is any household water consumption. Palm Coast is looking for a company to dredge its saltwater canals. Amy Cherry has more.
Councilman Ed Danko called for the city manager to start soliciting proposals, and other council members agreed.
We find out what companies are out there and explore. I'm not saying we commit to any price or anything, but if we don't start searching for these companies and start saying, okay, we're the city of Palm Coast, we have 26 miles of saltwater canals, they do need to be dredged, but we're not sure how much. What do you guys charge?
While the issue wasn't on Tuesday's agenda, several residents came out to speak about the need for dredging so they can continue to take their boats out. Vice Mayor Eddie Branquinho.
We're working here for you, to the betterment of the city. And if we're not doing a good job. I wanted to be clear that I'm not against anything. I just want to make sure that we could afford it. And that's where I'm at.
Councilman Nick Kloufis called for further study on the issue before any action is taken.
Council seems to be willing to get a feasibility report or an engineering report on exactly what the problem is we're trying to solve and how to do it most effectively. I think $50 million could be extremely low if someone wanted to redredge every canal. I don't think that's the solution. And I'm curious what's going to come out of the feasibility report so that we can see the problem we're trying to solve, but perhaps channelization is a potential fix.
Councilman Victor Barbosa encouraged his constituents to contact him to discuss the issue.
The issue on the canal, that is my section. My email's plastered everywhere. My phone number's plastered everywhere. Please call me. We'll put a group together and we'll get something done here.
From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
A local photographer is getting global attention. Karen Johnson has details.
Palm Coast photographer Joe Campanelli recently won a spot on Team USA at the 2022 World Photographic Cup, considered to be the Olympics of photography to be held March 28th in Rome, Italy. Campanelli's image, Bad to the Bone, was selected out of over 5,100 entries to be part of Team USA.
Yeah, Bad to the Bone is a photograph of one of the Cape Griffin vultures up at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. I had this image in the back of my head for a long time, one of those visualizations, and I just kind of stalked him probably for about a week and a half to get him to get on the right perch, because, when you do nature photography, you don't really have any control over your subject. You kind of wait till they're in the right place and in the right light, and finally he did it, and he got into that perfect little pose for me with his wing outstretched. He was kind of doing a little grooming exercise, but I wanted him with his head just positioned just right against that wing, and he finally did it for me. So there was 18 photographs that were selected out of 5,100 images that were entered into our international photographic competition with the Professional Photographers of America, and then a panel, selected those images, and they're going to go on to this as part of Team USA for the World Photographic Cup.
Campanelli is one of only 87 fellows of the American Society of Photography worldwide. He relocated to Palm Coast in 2012 to concentrate on nature, fine art photography. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Healthy for life means different things to different people.
In the case of Flagler County Extension Service, it means a program coming up later this year. But for the now, University of Florida Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences Flagler County Extension Director Melanie Thomas says that the Extension Service needs adult volunteers.
We could not do our mission and extension without our volunteers. We're really a volunteer-driven organization. We have Master Gardener volunteers, 4-H volunteers. I have family and consumer and food science and food safety volunteers.
Thomas said that one of the misconceptions is that 4-H is all about the livestock. She said it is not. Thomas said that 4-H offers several ways to be involved, including volunteering. You can hear the Flagler Voice on Saturday mornings at 8:30 here on WNZF and anytime on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, 4-H'ers in statewide speaking contests and what the 4-H's in 4-H stand for. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.